Lewis here from Norwich City Central. I hope you're all doing okay. That's 5 wins on the trot now for Norwich in all competitions after we beat Wigan Athletic 1-0 thanks to a Mario Ranjic late penalty, and that moves us up into the playoff spots now. A fantastic win. Please leave your thoughts down below. And so happy. Norwich are in a really good place at the moment, and it's funny, isn't it, how 1 month in football can almost change a whole perspective around a whole football club, a whole city and a whole community. That's 4 wins in the league now in a row, and five including the Carabao Cup as well. And it's a brilliant performance from Norwich. It was a hard-fought victory against the Wigan Athletic side in form. Let's not forget, if Wigan Athletic won this game at Carrow Road, Wigan would have been on level of points with Leeds. So it's funny how football works. And now we're up into the playoffs, and things are looking really bright for Norwich and really bright for Daniel Farke. And I've got to give Daniel Farke a lot of praise in terms of how he's kept the same team. Last season, we didn't keep the same team. We kept swapping and changing, and you can see that has an effect. You know, when you keep your same team, statistically, you know, you're more likely to get wins. And we kept the same team against as we did against QPR, and just everyone was brilliant, weren't they? Really, really professional performance. Christoph Zinnerman and Tim Closer last season, between the months of September and October, kept 5 clean sheets in a row. They've just conceded 1 goal in 4 games. That is a brilliant partnership, and it's reaping its rewards. And what is it about Norwich in September? Last season we had a great September. 2 seasons ago with Alex Neil we had a great September. We was top of the league after September. So Norwich and September have a good relationship, but it's about how we build on now. As I said, the defence was very good. Fullbacks had a good game. Tim Krul, claimed a couple of crosses, didn't do really well. That partnership in Tetty and Leitner, we found there was a bit of a midfield jigsaw at the start of the season, where we had so many midfielders and we didn't quite know how to play them all. But Tetty and Leitner, that partnership has been reaping rewards, and they've both been excellent. Leitner in that deeper role. Buendia had a decent game. Todd Cantwell had a decent game. Not at their best, and you know, perhaps that's maybe the one area we are lacking. Perhaps a really good winger, and when Onel Hernandez comes back, I think we'll even be a better side. But Timmy Pukki had a great game, and Marco Stupiman, my man the match. Who would have thought he would be having the impact he's had this season? His presence, his physical ability, and he's got a bit of pace on him as well. He's done brilliantly well so far in this run, and who would have thought Stupiman would have had the success he had? You know, earlier on in the season it was Timmy Pukki in Jordan Rhodes. But Stupiman's made that role his own, and has been really key in our run of performances, and he's made a lot of Norwich fans very happy. But looking at the game, I thought we deserved to win. I mean, Wigan in the first 15-20 minutes it looked promising. Nick Powell was getting into some dangerous positions and had a good couple of free kicks. But Norwich, I felt like we created the better chances in the first half, with Stupiman making forcing a good save, as I said, after a sloppy start, and Tetty as well. Having a decent effort. But the key moment in that first half was when the referee bottled it. I mean, I've seen it back, and I mean, I've heard a few people say it's not a penalty who have seen the replays. But looking at the replays, I think it is. You know, I think Timmy Pukki has touched the ball away from the Wigan defender, and the Wigan defender's clipped in, and I do think Timmy Pukki's miskicked it. But I still think that's a penalty. I still think he's made sufficient contact for Timmy Pukki to go down. But hey, it didn't matter in the end, although at the full-time whistle, that might have been a key defining point in the game. Was that a penalty or was it not? But it didn't matter in the end. And Timmy Pukki had a good game as well, making a lot of runs. And in the second half, I thought we was a lot better. We moved the ball with a bit more pace, a bit more intensity. Tetty dragging a shot just wide, and we was getting into a lot more promising areas. Still, you feel like the Canaries could, when we were in the final third, get a few more shots off, especially from outside the area. There was a moment in the game when Stupiman got into the box, and you're thinking, just hit it, but he didn't. But Wigan defended well. As I said, it was a hard-fought victory. Wigan are a good team; they're in good form, and they made it tough for Norwich. And as the game ticked on, you was thinking, oh well, let's settle with a point. Still 10 points from 4 games is a really good return. But then, key moment in the game, Stupiman showing his authority on the ball, his determination on the ball to get the ball across to Timmy Pukki, and then he was fouled and bundled over. And Mario Ranjic has a chance to send Norwich into the playoffs. I think as it stands at the moment, we are 5th. And Mario Ranjic steps up, slots it down the middle. The composure of the boys is brilliant. I remember last season when he took a penalty against Brentford, just the way he slowly runs up and just tucks it in. That's Mario Rancic's second goal of the season after scoring the winner against Reading, and he scored the winner against Wigan. And then we see that we seed out the game similarly to what we did against Reading. It was very professional. And just brilliant performance. And there's a lot of excitement around Norwich. Defensively, 1 goal from 4 games. We're not a team who's going to score a lot, I don't feel. So defensively, it's important to to stay resolute and be solid. We're doing that at the moment with Zinnerman and Closer. And I wonder if Grant Hanley was in the team, would we have this same? Would we be winning these kind of games and be on the run we're on? It's really fascinating how a player of Grant Hanley's ability gets injured, and Norwich are doing well. I wonder what how we'd be doing if Grant Hanley was there. But anyway, a brilliant performance from Norwich. We showed a lot of grit, and last season we wouldn't be winning this game at Carrow. It would be a drab 0-0 draw, but we showed a bit of quality towards the end, and it kept going, and Jordan Rhodes coming on as well changed the game, and we were very professional in seeing out the victory. That's my thoughts. Please leave your thoughts down below. Expect fan cams, match day experiences, all of that good stuff on Norwich City Central, the place to be. Please subscribe if you're new, and have a good one. And let's hope against Derby, in which there will be another match day experience, we can continue this brilliant run. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.